This morning we welcome back Master Mom Amanda Olson to continue our discussion on bullying as we ask Master Mom as parents, what should we do when our child is being bullied? Welcome back, first of all.
Thank you.
We're continuing this discussion, but as parents, what should we do when we find out our child is being bullied?
So, one of the questions that I got a lot after our show last week was, what if my child is the bully?
Oh,
you know, so what,
wow.
What
Look
if,
at it from a different perspective.
Exactly. And so it's a little bit unnerving, can be a little bit scary. What do I do? But really, bullying starts in the elementary age, and it's just kind of a way for children are just trying to figure out how do you get along in society, you know? And so sometimes they'll start bullying to get their own way. You know, they'll push to get in front of the line or call names to get friends to help laugh along with them or something like that. So they're trying to fit in socially. And what we can do when we find out that, hey, they're acting that way, is we can step in and teach them empathy and how do you think that made them feel, and that's the wrong way to behave. So that's one thing that we can do as parents. Not necessarily getting upset and yelling at them, but just kind of, why did you do that? You know?
Having a serious sit-down discussion.
And teaching them.
Yes. That's a hard discussion to have.
It is a hard discussion to have, but it's necessary because when anyone intervenes in a bullying situation, the bullying stops almost every time. You know, so if we as parents can intervene, if our kids are misbehaving or trying to, you know, they're not really being nice socially at school, we can intervene and teach them, and we can stop that early. An interesting fact is that high schoolers, bullying actually decreases quite a bit in high school. So most of the bullying goes on in elementary and middle age. So if we can talk to them early and let them know what's socially a better way to, you know, get the things that you want and make friends. You know,
I think that kind of speaks to that maturity level. As the maturity level goes up, hopefully with age, that tendency to bully goes down.
Right, and they start learning that, you know, it's not really acceptable behavior. And they just have to be taught that, just like they have to be taught everything. You know, look both ways before you cross the street, and you know, sit down and do your homework, and don't yell at people and call them names.
When it's a bullying situation, do you think that parents, sometimes on both sides of the equation, should the parents maybe sit down and try to talk to each other?
I think if it's a personal, like your child is bullying someone else's child, I think it's best to have a mediator in there. So you have a school counselor or a teacher, something like that, to talk about the situation. I think it would be very difficult for, you know, a parent to have their child being accused of something, and then on the other side, someone's child's being hurt. So I think that could cause a really big conflict. So I think to have a mediator, definitely.
After our last discussion on bullying, did you get several questions about this subject? I mean, did the questions start coming rolling in?
Yes, and we had a great event Saturday. We had a great turnout, a lot of kids, and one of our main messages that we have with the kids is to be a builder. You know, so if you see someone being bullied, to step in and make a difference and stop it instead of just watching it happen. You know, they can actually, you know, you can be 8 years old and make a difference in the world.
Be proactive.
Absolutely.
Even at a young age.
Yes.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
You're very welcome.
She's going to be here each week. Amanda at Ask Master Mom. I'm going to get it out here. That's very important right there. She would love to hear your questions. There's all the information you need. Olson's Martial Arts Academy. It's just down the street, right here on Cherry Street. Love to have your child come by and visit them today as well. In just a few moments, we're going to be heading over to the kitchen with Crystal Woods, registered dietitian, talking about some easy meal preparations to de-stress during the month of April.